Okay, here we go. Unit 4, Lesson 4. Today we're really diving into percentage, especially increasing or decreasing percentages. Your goals are to be able to know how to draw a tape diagram that can represent a percentage increase or decrease, and also know that when whatever amount that you start with and given a percent increase or decrease, that you can find the new amount. So let's get started. Okay, so the focus on this lesson is going to be percentage increase and decrease. I'm going to start with decrease. So the word decrease means to go down, to get smaller. So here's an example question. A store had 64 hats on Friday. They had 48 hats left on Saturday. The amount went down by 16. So what I want to find is how much percent did it go down? So I'm going to start with my original. My original is always going to be where I begin. It's my 100%. So on Friday, there were 64 hats. And then on Saturday, there's a little bit less hats. Now I have 48, which means that the amount of hats that were sold were 16, because 48 plus 16 is 64. It's my 100%. So what I want to find is, what is that percentage? Now to find that, I'm going to take my 16. I want to find out how much the 16 is of 64. Or another way to write that would be 16 divided by 64. And to solve for it, we're going to do a long division. How many times does 64 fit into 16? Does 64 fit into 16? No, it doesn't. So I'm going to add a 0 and my decimal point. It's going to be less than 1. I add a 0 here, and I think how many times does 64 fit into 160? It fits in 2 times, and 64 times 2 is 128. I subtract. That becomes a 5, 10, so 2, 3, 320. It's 320 because I'm going to bring down this 0. And I go again, how many times does 64 fit into 320? And if you do the work, you'll find out that it fits in 5 times perfectly. So the answer here is 0.25. Now what is 0.25? 0.25 is the same as 25 hundredths, it's the same as 25 hundredths, and it's the same as 25%, because remember, percent means per 100. Okay, here's another example. We're doing percentage increase. So increase, the word increase means to go up. So we're trying to find out what is the percentage increase of this situation. For example, Elena had $50 on Monday, and on Tuesday, the amount went up by $6. She had $56 on Tuesday. There's a 6. So my original 100% is that. What I want to find is how much more in percentage is this 6. So what is this percentage? So to find that, I'm going to divide 60 by 50. Or how many times does 50 fit into 6? Well, 50 doesn't fit into 6, so I'm going to add a 0 and my decimal point. Bring in a 0. Does 50 go into 60? Yep, 1 time perfectly. And I have 50, and my remainder is 10. I'm not done. I bring down another 0. How many times does 50 fit into 100? It fits into 100 2 times perfectly, so I am done. So the answer is, I have 0.12, or 12 hundredths, or 12%. So what percentage is this? This percentage increase is a 12% increase. A cereal box says that now it contains 20% more cereal. So you may have seen this on lots of things that you buy at the store. It may say there's 20% more of this inside for the same price. Well, this question is asking, well, how much more is there inside the box now? Or how much is inside the box now? There's a 20% increase. So let's just recall 20% means 20 hundredths. And it also means 20 hundredths as a decimal. These are all equal value. So what I'm going to do is, I know that there's a 100% or a 20% increase. So the original box had 18.5 ounces of cereal, which is my 100%. And now we have a little bit more. We have a 20% increase. And we want to find out what this is and what the whole amount is. So if there's a 20% increase, one way to find that is I could take 18.5, what I had originally, and multiply it by 20%, or 0.2, because 0.2 is the same as this decimal here. And I could do that long division, or the long multiplication, and find that solution. So 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 8 is 16, plus 1 is 17. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. And I have 2 decimal places, so my answer is that. So this extra piece is 3.7. Now to find out how much is in the total box, I'm going to take my 18.5 ounces from the original. I'm going to add my 3.7 ounces that have been increased, and together I will now know what my solution is, how many total ounces there are in this new cereal. Okay, last one. This is going to be a percentage decrease. The price of a shirt is $18.50, but you have a coupon that lowers that price by 20%. So it's going to be 20% cheaper than $18.50. What is the new price of the shirt? So the original shirt is $18.50, and the new shirt is going to be 20% less. The original shirt is 100%. So what is the cost of the new shirt? Now, what I'm going to do with this one, a little different, just to remind you about this, but 18.5, what is 10% of 18.5? Well, 10% is the same as 1/10, or dividing by 10. So what would happen if I divide 18.5 by 10? When I divide by 10, my decimal moves over 1 point. So I'm going to have 1.85. So I know that 10% is 1.85. So 20% would then be just double that, 1.85 times 2. So 1.85 times 2. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 8 is 16, plus 1 is 17. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. 3.7. If you remember, we're using the same numbers from last time. So it's $3.70. So now I know that the discount is $3.70. So what is my original? Well, in this case, I'm going to take my $18.50 and I'm going to subtract out $3.70. 0, 15 minus 7 is 8, decimal, 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 5 minus 3 is 2, 1. So my new price for the t-shirt is $12.80.